NBA 2K22 is a video game that can be played on lots of consoles such as the Nintendo Switch, Microsoft Xbox, Sony PlayStation, PC, and some smartphones depending on which one you have. Every year, 2K releases a new basketball game. Last year, it was 2K21. This year, it's 2K22. And next year, it'll be 2K23. And it just keeps on going on. Every year 2K makes a new game. It's very different but similar at the same time. Although the structure of the game stays the same, the gameplay and lots of different features and player ratings are different. This year they changed the way you have to play defense and offense. Last year it was more skill rated, and the more skill you had, the better you were. This year it's a lot more of how you play, and you have to use basketball IQ. As an example, you would have to force a mismatch on a smaller defender if you want to score. Now I'm going to be talking about different sections of the game, starting off with My Career. My Career is one of the most popular game modes, and it's where you get to build your own player, however you want him. First, you choose his position and what hand he is. Then you choose what skills he's good at, whether it's playmaking, defense, finishing, or shooting. And after you choose that, you want to choose his physical profile, whether he's fast, agile, strong, or can jump really high. And then you get to choose what attributes you want, whether you want to upgrade your dunk, three-pointer, ball handle, or all three of them. You can only be so good at so many things, though, so you have to choose wisely. And for each section that there is, finishing, shooting, playmaking, and defense, you get badges. The amount of badges you have depends on how much attributes you put in each section. So if you put all your attributes in the playmaking section, then you'll have lots of playmaking badges, but not lots of defense, shooting, and finishing. If you split it up evenly in finishing and defense, then you won't have many shooting and playmaking badges. Badges are little things that give you boosts and help you do certain things. For example, for a finishing badge, you could have Hook Specialist, which increases your post-hook shot percentage. Or you could have Limitless Takeoff, which favors dunks and layups from a farther takeoff range. Or Posterizer, which improves the likelihood of posterizing your opponent. Every single badge has 4 levels: Bronze, Silver, Gold, and Hall of Fame. Each level costs more badge points. Bronze costs 1, Silver costs 2, Gold costs 3, and Hall of Fame costs 4. The higher the level the badge is, the more impact it'll have. The next part about making your player is his height. Height plays a big role, because the taller he is, the slower he's going to be, and he won't be able to shoot as well, but his defensive ratings will go up. But the smaller he is, he'll be a lot faster. And for weight, the more he weighs, the slower he'll be, but he'll be a lot stronger. And the less he weighs, he'll be a lot faster and weaker. And for defense, if he has long arms, he'll have really good defensive ratings and it'll boost his finishing a bit. But with shorter arms, his finishing won't be as good and his defense will drop. But his ball handle will go up and lots of his shooting. And the last part of making your build is your takeover. When you choose your takeover, you cannot change it after you make the build. Takeover activates in-game after you had a series of highlight events. But if you get something like a turnover or get blocked or get dunked on, then you lose all your takeover progression. Whatever your takeover does depends on which one you chose. Example, if you choose lockdown defender takeover, then when you have your takeover activated, your defense will go way up. Or playmaker takeover, your playmaking abilities will go up, etc., etc. Then you get to choose how your player looks. You can download the 2K app and scan your face if you want to look like you, or you can create a face through the 2K game. And then once you start playing, you'll start in college and you have to work your way up to the NBA. Once you make it to the NBA, you'll unlock SIGs. SIGs is short for Signature Animations. Signature Animations are what you do in the game. So every dribble move you do, you have to have, it shows your dribble style. Example for Harden, when he does that size up, it's his signature size up. Or something like your dunk style. If I have a Clyde Drexler dunk package, then I'll be dunking with signature Clyde Drexler dunks. After you choose your cruise ship, you'll be welcomed aboard the Casa del Mar cruise ship. The Casa del Mar cruise ship is an online multiplayer part of the game where you can play 2v2, 3v3, Rec 5v5. Depending on what you want to do, you travel there with the elevator. The elevator will take you anywhere you want to go on the ship. So if you wanted to play Rec, it would take you to the Rec. If you wanted to go to the lobby, it would take you to the lobby. I would rate the My Career a 9.5 out of 10. Very good and very fun to play. Now I'm going to be talking about My Team. My Team is a mode that's updated weekly with new packs and always new players. My Team is a mode where you can play either offline or online. Here's the offline section. Now we have Clutch Time. Clutch Time is a very fast-paced mode. It has a 4-point line, a 16-second shot clock, and only a 5-minute game with sudden death overtime. Next we have Draft Mode. Draft Mode is a 4-quarter game with 5v5. Before the game starts, you'll be given a draft kit. You'll have the option of 5 players. You can pick 3 of them. And then at the end, you can pick a coach. Now we have Triple Threat, the 100. Triple Threat is a 3v3 mode where you can choose any 3 of your players. Positions do not matter in this. It is sorted by height. You'll be matched up against someone else with similar players, and you will play a game to 21. The winner must win by 2. At the end of the game, the winner will have a chance to win some really good rewards. But the loser will have points deducted from his overall total of 100. The points deducted depends on how many points your opponent scores. So if your opponent scores 23 points, 23 points will be deducted. If your opponent scores 21, 21 will be deducted. And you start off at 100 points, and once you hit 0, your reward system will reset, and you'll have to reclimb the ladder. The higher you are on the ladder will be the better prizes when you win. Now we have Unlimited. Unlimited is a 5-on-5 game, but you have 13 players on your roster and a coach. You will be matched up against somebody else with the same overall average rating. Once you get into the game, it will be 4 5-minute quarters. And at the end of the game, whoever has more points wins. After the game, if you win a game, your overall record will go up. And the better record you have, the better rewards you'll earn at the end of the season. Now we have Limited. Limited has 4 4-minute quarters, and there's 6 weeks in each season. Each week, you have the opportunity to win a ring. After you win a game, you'll have the option to choose from 3 curtains. Whatever curtain you choose, the curtain will open, and you'll get your reward. You're hoping to get the ring, but if you don't, you'll have to win another game and guess again. Every week, the limited requirements will be different, so you can't just use a normal lineup. Some weeks it'll say, players must all be from the Western Conference, or players must all be a 77 overall or under. Now we're going to be moving to the offline section of My Team, and starting off with Triple Threat Offline. Triple Threat Offline is very similar to Triple Threat Online, as it's a 21-point game, 3v3 to win by 2. Except after the game, if you win, you'll have the chance to open a vault. And if the vault opens, which there's a 1 in 3 chance of it opening, you'll have a chance at any of the 6 rewards inside. Now we have Domination. A good thing about My Team is that it's updated 2 times a week. Every day a new game will come out in Domination. After 33 days, there'll be 33 games. If you complete all 33 games, you will earn a top-tier player award. This card is normally very good and will help you complete the future Domination games. Now we have the Challenges section. In skill challenges, every time new packs come out, there'll be a challenge, and by completing that challenge, you'll earn a free pack. And pickup challenges come out once a season. A season is 45 days. If you beat the pickup challenge, you'll earn a pack for whatever challenge it was. So if it was defeat Boston Celtics, The pack will be with one Boston Celtics player. And Spotlight Challenges come out once every few seasons, maybe once every 3 seasons. If you complete those challenges, normally it's about 10 or 20, you'll earn a really good player for completing all of them. Normally this player is the best in the game. I would rate the My Team section a 9 out of 10. It's really good because it's updated constantly. But if you don't play the game a lot, or you don't want to spend a lot of money on the game, then your team won't be very good. In the end, I think 2K22 is a very fun game, and I highly recommend it. Although it can be hard to get into it, once you start playing, it's very fun.